Good morning. It's Gerry. I've been asked quite a few times what my view was on gay marriage since I believed that my father was gay. I didn't really write about this during the election, and I didn't even know whether I was going to vote for or against right up until I did it. And I voted against it, and I asked myself why, and I think it's because I have so many upset feelings stemming back to my childhood with a father who was married to a woman. I guess I just don't trust, and I don't think that all of the issues relative to marriage have been discussed enough or talked about. I know I haven't been able to talk about it very much. Now, I've spent a lifetime studying and getting to know a lot of bisexual men, but almost without exception, they all denied, they would not talk about it, because they were trying to pass, or been trying to pass their whole lives, so they would never admit it, including my dad. And you know, that's pretty difficult to deal with, because here you are living in a very shadowy world where you think this is happening. You can hardly believe your own eyes. And I think a lot of wives were persuaded that they didn't see what they thought they saw. And so I think that's caused me to have a lot of disturbed feelings about, you know, and I've tried to get acquainted with gays that were not mixed up with women or marriage, but I now right down here, there's 3 gay bars right down the street. You know, I see a whole lot of gays right around me, but I don't even I don't have any exchange with them.
You're not inferring that I might be gay, are you?
No, you're one of my few bisexual, my few
Thank you for
associates that are not bisexual.
Telling me that you just said I was bisexual.
No, I said you weren't. You are asexual, so I don't know what that means, you know. He's not normal sexual because he has bludgeoned his sex drive into complete non-existence.
I have bludgeoned. Wait a minute.
Which that
borders on self-abuse right there.
It is. It's abuse of you and me sexually. So, but it's a different kind of problem. It isn't, you know, looking around. Oh, who's he looking at now? Oh, he might be. He went down to his apartment. Oh, you know, which I had with the last one. I finally had to just tell him, look, I don't trust you right at the moment, so it's over. Because he insisted on going places where I didn't really think that. See, he and I could have done these videos. He had a camera, and I begged him to start doing them. I had an idea, you know, we could experiment around. No. Instead, he went to hang out with the men and play poker in closed doors. Well, I happen to know.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something right now.
What?
When I was in my 20s, I used to play poker with like 4 or 5 guys, like once a week or once every 2 weeks. And you know what?
What?
There was never any women in the game.
Yeah, well.
You know, that kind of scares me right now. I could have been hanging out with a bunch of guys who...
Well, I'm a pool player, and I learned to play pool so that I could study, you know, the men. And I had studied, and I played pool with my last partner. So I had observed his behavior with men very closely before he and I were ever even a thought. And so when he tries to act like that he's not going over and playing poker and fooling, talking dirty, and getting pretty sexual with the guys, I didn't believe him. So you see, I think that all this lack of trust.
We didn't talk dirty. We were playing poker.
Is that why you? But I'm still wondering why you bludgeoned.
Well, this was back in the
19. Your sex drive.
You stop giving me the self-abuse stuff.
Well, it's true. It's true. So, I mean, I don't understand why a man of 70 would give up sex.
71.
Oh, 71. He's trying to make himself older than he is.
That's right.
And, you know, because, so, when it came to, you know, signing on the dotted line, gay marriage, I just couldn't bring myself. I said, I know that there's guys that want marriage because they want, if their partner, something happens to their partner and so on, but what's wrong with a will? You know, I will my partner this, and I will. He and I have wills. We're not married. You know, I don't believe in. I don't think marriage is all it's cracked up to be. I've been married in years, and I've never married him. It would be a huge mistake.
Now you're going to tell everybody how many times I've been married, right?
4. And so he's
that's
married.
What I mean.
Work for him.
You can't keep your big mouth shut.
Well, me,
why don't you just give him my name, address,
so
telephone
I
number,
don't even
give him my email, and just say, come on, bring it on, guys.
And I've been with him 3 years in some kind of, you know, association, but I certainly wouldn't call it marriage. And I think I can't even understand guys getting so excited about this whole idea of marriage. I think
I voted for
sentimental
it. That's what I mean. I'm not excited about it. I have
Why did you vote for it, for heaven's sake?
Because it doesn't involve me, right?
Oh, you were just being nice.
Well, I think if a woman and a woman want to get married, if they're that stupid, I say go for it. If a man wants to marry another man, I say go for it.
Yeah, well, yeah, and now I understand the Mormons campaigned against it.
I don't think us heterosexual guys should be the only ones to be in punishment. Wait till they find out when they get married. It ain't going to be all cracked up.
I'm sure. And wait until their partner comes home after a week and says, I don't love you. I met somebody new.
Well, what's worse than that?
You're married to the guy.
I still love you, John, but, you know, Billy has got one of them things that, whoa. So can we all three get together, you know?
I mean, that's why I gave up marriage, because of these things, you know, that a lot of people just didn't live up to the whole idea. So, you know, in a way, it may be a favor. It may be a good thing that this got refused, but this got turned down. But I do feel pretty concerned because my Mormon relatives are saying, "Oh my word, the gays hate us. We have, you know, the church told us to campaign against." And I'm saying I didn't know that, but now I know it. If I thought I should say something, even if it was wrong. Even if a gay guy took great offense.
No, what you should say is what, you know, part of the United States Constitution says, separation of church and state. The separation of church and state. Well, Utah has completely blathered that whole thing out.
They're church and state are a lot closer.
Not closer, that's the same thing. So I mean,
they are a lot closer than in most states. This is true.
Closer,
but you know, if you know, if I were gays, I'd just say, oh well,
the monarchy, they'd
oh
do it.
Well, you know, but I guess they're furious. I don't know. But anyway, I thought I would.
Well, you got 1 minute.
I thought I would add to all the fury and say something.
Well, let me know when you're going to say something, okay? Because